fake Facebook man, posting lies about my life which no one else can. Filters on my face to disguise my age, showing money that I don't have as what is on my page. Why don't you come and join my team? It's called living the fake Facebook life dream. If they post a pic of me eating clean, but it's pizza and burgers for dinner, you know what I mean. A snapshot of vacations that I got no money to take. Send you one of my sports car, you know that it's a fake. And my love loaded up with things that aren't even true. Pretending on Facebook is my thing to do. Yeah, 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 yeah.
2,000 friends, which I've never done met. A pic of my lunch is what you're gonna get. I had a post of your baby, say it's one darn cute kid. But I lied, cause it's ugly, that's called an online fib. I talk about success in my job and the pending promotion. But in reality it's a psych, cause I got a demotion.
Call me the fake Facebook man, posting lies about my life which no one else can. Filters on my face to disguise my age, showing money that I don't have as what is on my page. Why don't you come and join my team? It's called living a fake Facebook life dream.
You block me on Facebook without a judge, jury, or trial. I'll be creeping you the next day with a shiny new profile. See a pic of my family? Yeah, we're having a good time. Well, the joke's on you. We have not talked in 8 months or 9. I'll tell you about the weather and the stuff you don't need to know. I'll fake a good illness so the sympathy will grow. I'll ask you to donate to my made-up cause and post selfies on the daily that ain't breaking no laws. So don't judge the life of the fake Facebook man, pretending to be happy like no one else can. Good evening, sir.
Hello. Welcome to another show. Have you noticed we haven't missed one show since we've started this?
My attendance record here is a lot better than it was in college. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, it's a lot better and a lot more less tardiness than the college days. Yes.
Right. So last time when we had a big secret to reveal, I made a bit of a
you blew it. So hopefully you're not going to blow it tonight right away. But before you do, let's just say we have one heck of a show tonight. We're going to chat with the president of the Timmins Rock Junior A Hockey Club, Ted Gooch, who's sitting in our lobby. He'll be joining us in moments to talk about some big news, not only about the hockey season, which is coming up with hopefully fans in the stands. Can you believe that? We're going to hopefully see fans back in the stands. And again, they've got a big tourney, a golf tournament happening next month at the Hollinger Golf Club. And this is where the banner down there comes into play here. Win Rock tickets. How are they going to win the tickets tonight, Jamie?
Okay, so we're going to ask them to guess which NHL celebrity is coming to town to participate in the tournament. There, I said it, Kinsman. I didn't blow it. And all you need to do is guess in the comment section. And the person that's right is going to win 2 tickets to the home opener. And if we have no one that's right, then we'll just do a random draw. Or we'll keep them ourselves. Who knows what we're going to do, Kinsman?
Well, see what we're going to do. We were going to give some clues. We just want to we want to give no clues right now. We just want to see where your head's at. Right. We can tell you it's an NHL Hall of Famer. That's all we'll say. And has one of the nicknames as one of the greatest players for their team in NHL history. Okay. So that's all I'll say, and we'll see if anybody can catch on or maybe.
You said no clues, and then you gave a clue. So I don't know.
Well, not a clue that Ted gave us a few clues.
Okay,
but I don't want to give away what trophies they won. We'll just say it's an NHL Hall of Famer, and we're gonna see who's correct. And if there's no guesses, someone's still going to the Rock game September 17th when they take on the Kirkland Lake Gold Miners. The season/home opener down to the MAC. It's going to be great. Well, we already got some guesses, so some really good ones. So I will show you. We're not going to say yes or no. Let's not. Let's let the comments fill up first. I'll just show you some of the comments. Good guesses, Curtis Joseph. He was at one of the tournaments a few years ago. Sid the Kid, Wayne Gretzky. He'd be also a great tie to the tournament. Bobby Orr from Jenica Butler. Wayne Gretzky from Lou Lemieux. Pete Carbonell from Roger Pomerleau. And again, great guesses. And yes. I didn't listen. So you have to guess which NHL celebrity is coming to town to participate in the Timmins Rock tournament. So we do have lots of guesses coming in. And Zach Hyman, he's rumored to be traded from the Toronto Maple Leafs, so maybe he's got some time. You always want to squeeze in a Leaf talk, Kinsman. Okay, always, so us Leaf fans always pick out our Leaf favorites. Okay, Zach Hyman, a good Leaf. If they get rid of Zach Hyman, there's something wrong. There's lots wrong with the Leafs, but I want to try something different here with Timmins RV. So bear with me for a second. I am going to put you on the spot, Kinsman, because I'm going to do a visual. Okay. Yeah. And now, Timmins RV, of course, one of our major sponsors for KINZ and KLOMP Live. And this is a 360-degree tour. You hear this all the time at timminsrv.com. You can walk through your favorite RV. And the Keystone Arcadia is the newest top-of-the-line RV. If you want the best, these are the best. Look at the accommodations of these things. Great family units loaded with multifunctional features, including both an indoor and outside kitchen, tub, shower, as well as a cargo space. These look better than most people's houses. It offers plenty of sleeping space with a queen bedroom and a bunkhouse. Again, you can visit their inventory online for a 360-degree tour. What Jamie's doing and what we're doing right now on KINZ and KLOMP Live. You can check out these trailers without even leaving your home. TimminsRV.com. You're also going to find great tips for first-time RVers. Plus, they've got a great deal on. I just wanted to let this in, or let this bit of detail out of the bag. If you need roofing to ensure your RV roof is protected against harsh elements, such as weather, ultraviolet light, fire, they've got a rubber roof sealing and coating that is on sale now for until the end of July. $147.95, so still time to take advantage over at Timmins RV, the first left out past the Kamoskosia turnoff. I think that worked pretty good. I love those 360 tours. And aren't they great? If that was my RV, I'd be in the master bedroom, and you'd probably pass out with a beverage in your hand on one of those lazy toys. I know what you're look how immaculate it is. Like, if you go through someone's tour for a 360-degree, there's going to be newspapers somewhere on the counter, gas cans, beer cans lying around. Can you live in it? Yeah, there's our friend Lou Lemieux. Yeah, absolutely. You could live in those. Yeah. And again, they've got more accommodations in those trailers. In all the trailers that we've seen at Timmins RV, more accommodations than where we're currently living now. Okay, so here's our good friend Dave Helmer there, and him and his wife Erin. I want to talk about this store. So Bait, Meat, Tackle, and Variety. Yes. So there's been a lot of ups and downs in the porcupine community. Porcupine, South Porcupine stores are leaving. They're finally getting a grocery store, but now the LCBO is leaving. They've had a lot of ups and downs. Well, Dave and his wife, Erin, have invested in the community. So there used to be a convenience store there. I believe it was called Chevy's. Yep, they've opened it up as Bait, Meat, Tackle, and Variety. And they just didn't walk into the old store and just say, that's how I'm going to operate it. No, completely renovated it. You have to see the mural on the outside. It's so awesome. It's cartoons of people fishing, having a good time. One guy taking a selfie with the bear.
Dave is even going to have a mural of city sponsors and people that he works with. So they're very proud folks in the community. The store's immaculate. It's fully stocked, of course, with a lot of fishing stuff, Kinsman, but not just that. Imagine you're going out to camp. You don't want to go in a big box store. You stop by Bait Me, Tackle, and Variety. They have everything you need for camping, snacks, the goodies, the bug spray, and of course, all your fishing stuff. And it's just awesome. And I know a lot of people in that community are so happy that they invested in this store and they're running an awesome business. And you and I, to cap it off, will be there tomorrow, right?
Yes, we will. We're going to be there to showcase more goods. We don't want to let too much out, but he showed us boxes of thousands of dollars worth of items, and we're going to go through some of those items tomorrow and see if you need them just in time for the weekend. So again, Dave Helmer, and I'm going to go back to that mural. Every character from, including Dave, is on that mural somewhere. So it's a very, very creative, artistic touch from Tom Armitage.
And it's not
very talented guy.
It's not just the store. Dave and Aaron have stepped up when there's been a couple of fairly tragic stories in the community of lately, and they've donated to many different things, whether it's gift certificates or cash or purchasing products for people in need. So these are the types of folks, local owners that are good community members that we need to support because we want them to stick around. But we'll be there tomorrow. We're going to do a live video of the store, and Kinsman's going to buy me like a slush puppy. Are you going to buy me one or what?
I'll buy you a slush puppy. I'll buy you something.
You're too cheap to buy.
You always when we carpool, you always leave your wallet right in the console. I'll swipe your card without you looking there and say, "Yeah, okay, Jamie, what are you buying all of us here?"
All right, that's how I got through college. Can never find my wallet, Kinsman. I owe a lot of people. That's Now when I go back home to Thunder Bay next week, the tabs due. I'm going to be in big trouble. But okay, so Mr. Ted Gooch, the president of the Timmins Rock, is waiting patiently. Should we? I think we should bring him on. What do you think?
Should we bring Ted Gooch on? I haven't seen the guy in over a year and a half because of COVID. Normally we'd be packing the Mac. I would see normally Ted more than my family, but with COVID, everything obviously throwing a wrench into the spokes. It's so good to have Ted back. Of course, the president, not too many people can use the word president in their title, but the president of the Junior A Hockey Club here in Timmins, the Timmins Rock Junior A Hockey Club. Ted Gooch joining us. Hey, Ted.
Hi, Mark. Hi, Jamie. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. First of all, wherever you're sitting right now, I love this setup. Look at the nice framed jerseys behind him.
That's right. Is that a hint for who might be coming? We put out the question on who could be the NHL celebrity, which we'll unveil shortly during the show. But is that a tie for the back there? Or is that's just your paraphernalia down in the basement there?
This is my little corner of my man cave. Yeah, sitting behind the bar with some of my favorites. So
yeah. No, it is very sharp, and I think it's a pretty easy statement to make that the whole Rock organization is probably very excited. The fact that we more than likely will have fans in the stands this year. But tell us a little bit about last year, like the dynamic of the team playing with the play and then the stoppage and playing in front of no fans. Was there a big hit of morale, or did they just plow through?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, people ask how COVID has really impacted us, and really, it's been impactful over 3 seasons. We started in 2019 when COVID first reared its nasty head, and we were just about to start into the playoffs that year and have a great run, and things got shut down overnight, and we lost a lot of playoff revenue and an opportunity to win a championship. And of course, last year through 2020, 2021. Was a very difficult time in the hockey world. We were very fortunate of being one of the few teams and leagues across Canada that did get to play. We got to play over 20-something games, of course, with no fans, which was tough for the players. But we stick-handled through it, pun intended, and got to the end of it. And we're really looking forward to some normalcy and getting back to the ice for the upcoming season.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would assume that, if not all, the majority of the revenue is from ticket sales and butts in the seats. So that makes it, that adds a lot of stressors on a team that are dependent on people showing up to the games.
Absolutely. We lead the league in attendance every year, and we have north of 30,000 people in community come through our gates throughout a season, including the playoffs. So to not have that is definitely takes us on a financial hit. But thankfully, we've got some great sponsors in the community that have stood up even through some trying times of their own, and really got behind to support the club, and that truly means a lot.
Now, have they released with the upcoming season, with the schedule? Is it going to be another COVID bubble type season, or where they were playing 6 games a piece, or have they not come out with that yet?
So we've the NOJHL has been working very hard with the Ontario Minister of Health and all the health units, and we have released a normal schedule. We will be staying within our division until the Christmas break, and then after that, we'll welcome the Western teams into Timmins. But we will be playing a full season and all the teams the equal amount of times, and we're really looking forward to it.
You mentioned that, you know, the Timmins Rock has a huge community support. You lead the attendance in the league. What do you think are some of the reasonings behind that? I've been to the games. I know they're entertaining, great for all families. Competitive hockey. Is there more to it? I know you're very involved in the community. That must play a role.
We certainly try to get our players involved in the community. They work together with a lot of the schools. They're involved in some reading programs. They take part in any community events that are happening, whether it's Remembrance Day parades or Christmas parades. Try to keep them engaged with the future hockey players in Timmins in the north, and they like to come out and support, of course, their favorites, and really look up to them and aspire one day to be a Rock. So that means a lot to us that we can influence minor hockey and work with the minor hockey associations. And it's a great evening out. I tell a lot of people in Timmins, and including sponsors, nowhere in Timmins do 1,000 people gather twice a week. So it's a great community, and all the season ticket holders in all their sections get to know each other, and they're like family, and it's just truly a great night out at the rink.
And you make a lot of money with the 50-50 support. I don't think there's any rink, talking obviously my past with you and ties with the Timmins Rock, announcing your games. I get to talk to a lot of the visiting opponents, and especially, talking to some of the staff from like Powassan's and, the Elliott Lakes. When they come to town, they're always blown away by the fan support. They always, like, their eyes, bugged out of their head. They what was that 50-50 again? $5,000. They say we can't even get $50 out of our 50-50s down in Powassan. But it just goes to show the fan support is ginormous, and it's nice to see even the visiting teams. They love coming and driving to Timmins to watch their kids play against the Timmins Rock, just because of the atmosphere at the MAC.
Yeah, they definitely circle the Timmins road games on their calendars, and they look forward to coming into our barn and playing a great game in front of a great fan base.
Yeah, absolutely. And the other question I had, you mentioned, the Timmins Rock players being out in the community. And every time I see them, these are very mature, young gentlemen, very professional, very kind. I assume when you're recruiting new players, obviously there's a skill set you look for, but a part of it must be you're looking for the personality, the maturity to be a proper team representation.
For sure. I mean, we call it a culture. We preach it. Our team is have a very good dynamic, and the culture that the staff teach our boys. Everybody's always on the same page, and it's certainly qualities that we look for. And you're with us, and if you're not, the Timmins isn't the spot for you. And we certainly look for that in recruiting some players to come here.
Maybe Ted can bring the Rock over to my house and mature my kids up a bit. Who knows what services that they could offer? But no, obviously you're doing a wonderful job, and I know especially the little kids, when the Rock players show up at the schools or events, they're looking at their idols. So folks are doing, so we can obviously tell why there's big support in the community. And Kinsman's the number one. Are you the number one fan? You must be, right, Mark?
I'm one of the number one fans, yeah. And as Ted says, the voice of the Timmins Rock. But now, Ted, you got to change it. Jamie and I are now the voices of the Timmins Rock. When we're out and about, there's not just one; there's 2 of us now.
Perfect, even better.
Yeah, there we go. So we are here, Mark, to talk about some big news moving forward with the Rock, and I haven't let it slip yet, so I'm getting nervous. So, what's happening, Kinsman?
Well, can we go through some of the comments while I'm telling this? We're getting set for the NHL golf tournament, the celebrity golf tournament for the Timmins Rock, which is going to happen August 26th. It's going to be a shotgun start, a 1 o'clock shotgun start at the Hollander Golf Club. And the question on everybody's mind, who is coming from the NHL ranks to Timmins? So we've got a lot of people thinking Steve Sullivan. Ted, is Stevie's not coming back, is he?
Steve, no. If you want to catch Steve, he will be here next weekend, of course, for the Lever Sullivan Classic happening at the Hollander. But Steve has a very busy schedule and won't be at our tournament in August.
So I do have the video ready for the reveal. I didn't accidentally hit the button this time.
No, we didn't give it away.
Yeah. So do you want me to play it?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
All right, let's unveil it.
I thought Kinsman was going to do his Timmins Rock voice. Now announcing.
Okay.
Do it.
Announcing on the tee for the NHL Celebrity Golf Tournament for the Timmins Rock is...
How cool. Marcel Dion.
Yes. Marcel Dion, he's coming to Timmins next month. You can't get any greater than Marcel Dion. If you follow his career and follow him, back in his lustrous career, the guy is just great. You can't get any better than the top 100 NHL players and legends in NHL history. And again, how did you get this guy to put Timmins on the map, Ted? What are your ties?
It's kind of funny because, obviously this is our 5th annual, and every year we've had some great legends come up, Wendell Clark, Doug Gilmour, Darcy Tucker, the list goes on, Billy Smith. And they're a tight community themselves amongst the retired players. And, they talk and a lot of buzz about coming up to Timmins, great hosts, they have a great time. So I reached out to my contact that I deal with to book these players, and Marcel Dion, as soon as he mentioned wanted to come up to Timmins, just jumped all over it and is very excited to come up. So we're very happy to have him.
Amazing career, Marcel. 18 years in the NHL. A lot of people know him from Detroit, the Rangers, but he played a bulk of his career with the LA Kings, and he obviously teammates at one point with the likes of Wayne Gretzky. But he holds this as the greatest LA King of all time. So Marcel, he could pass and shoot the puck, that guy, when he laced it up.
Absolutely. The reason, I think 1992 inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame, and like you said, he was recently named one of the 100 greatest NHL players of all time, and great player, and ultimately a great person. Great guy. Fans will have a chance to take a photo with him, grab an autograph, and hear some stories, and he'll talk to every single one of us. So we're super happy to have him here, and I can't wait to have our tournament back after having to take a pause last year, of course. And the Hollanders graciously having us back, and we're so ready to get back and play some golf and raise some money for the club.
That's right. And, Jolie, happy to get things back at the Hollander. They've got the 4,000 square foot tent,
Beautiful.
which Jamie and I were at a few weeks ago. This is going to be perfect for that tournament to have everybody underneath one roof. At one point, the Hollander, everybody was crammed into the pro shop. Now everybody's in a 4,000 square foot patio setting. It's just going to be that much better this year. And again, Marcel, you can't beat it. And like you said, top 100 greatest NHL players of all time. He picked up that in 2017. So he's definitely throwing a punch. And I looked online. If you get something autographed from Marcel Dion, it packs a punch on eBay. I'm just saying, if you get something signed, it'll be worth money down the road.
If you show up with 42 items, I'm just going to tell you.
That's right.
Leave for and they also have a pretty awesome hockey player representing the Hollander for the marketing team, Taylor Dupuis. He's overseas again this year, playing net in Germany, and we love Taylor and the team over at the Hollander. So for the tournament, it's August the 26th. It is the registration opens tonight at 8 p.m. Is that right, Ted?
That's right, 8 o'clock. The registration will go live on our website, so be sure to check it out at timminsrock.com. Of course, with some of the restrictions still in place, we are capped right now at 100 players. So the first 25 teams of 4 will secure a spot. So certainly I would register early, and hopefully some restrictions get lifted and we could squeeze a couple more. We will create a waiting list, and typically every year we are over 100. So we will have to take the first 25 teams, but 8 o'clock, timminsrock.com, you'll be able to click on the poster and register your team.
Yeah, that's right. And it's a four-man scramble. Now, what can folks expect if they've never participated in the Timmins Rock Golf Tournament? What makes it so special? Our
biggest point that we drive across is definitely to just have fun. Certainly it's a 4-person scramble, open to anybody. So if you're the weakest golfer, the bestest golfer of your team, doesn't matter, hit the ball. Somebody of the 4 will certainly probably have one out there that you can choose and keep going from there. So it's a good day of golf. Of course, we station Marcel Dion will be stopped at a par 3. So every group as they come through will have a chance to meet him, grab a picture, grab an autograph. And we have a little fun contest. You can spend a couple bucks and try to hit a ball closer to the tee than him. And if you do, you can win some great prizes. And then when dinner's over, we all gather under that beautiful new tent at the Hollinger, and we're going to have a nice dinner together, followed by a silent auction. We'll have a lot of great sports memorabilia, some signed jerseys, and other items that will be on display. And, of course, all the money that's raised, that's brought in, will help the Timmins Rock come out of the backside of this COVID and move forward.
I love when they do the tournaments like a scramble. So like someone who only plays golf once in a while, like myself, can still go out there and have fun. Like I said, the main goal is to have fun, support the Rock. You get to meet an NHL legend, great food in the Hollinger tent and entertainment. And it's very exciting that you folks get to do it again this year. And I would assume that the registrations will go fast in this tournament.
They typically do, so we try to make sure that everybody does it as soon as they can, and reach out to the friends and grab three other people to join them and get registered. And you never know what happens in 2018, right at the Hollinger. Mark might remember on hole number 8 in front of Billy Smith, the legend.
Yeah,
Bruno Gendreau hit a hole-in-one and won a brand new car. So anything can happen. We got lots of great prizes and great opportunities, and that was certainly a tournament I won't forget.
No, I can remember the roar. I was done my round when that happened, and I just finished 9, and he was obviously back 1 hole, and that the eruption from that hole-in-one, I'll never forget it. And how often does someone, you always get to these hole-in-one prizes where it says you have a chance to win. Well, he's probably still driving that Kia. I do believe it was a Kia at some point.
Yeah.
Awesome prize. Do you have any leaks of some of the prizes that will be on the golf course?
Our sales team in the Timmins Rock Board of Directors, led by Jason Kelly, they're working hard on securing all that right now. So we're going to launch that on our social media platforms as they come in. But our sponsors are always happy to be on board and provide something to help us.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's exciting news, and it was exciting when we saw the release of the schedule, knowing that we're that much closer to in-person hockey. But I have a question for Ted. I'm going to need his honest answer. So if Mark and I are on the ice and we're doing the suicide drill, who do you think's collapsing first? Do you think I got more wind than Kinsman, or he's going to outlay me?
Wind, I don't know. Mark's got a lot of wind for that booming voice, but I think Mark will be the one maybe spilling his supper all over the ice.
Yeah, probably. Back in my actual playing days when I played not junior, but I played midget and select hockey back in when I was more fit. I could do suicides and almost lose my lunch. Yeah, I'd probably lose them on the first stride. But I know after, as they call it, the bag skate, don't they? That's usually after a bad hockey game. When you hear the coach say we're having a bag skate today, no sticks, it's just skating. No. You're bound to lose it somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. When do the players report to camp?
So they're actually coming the Monday before the tournament. So training camp opens on the 23rd, and they will be here, and they will also be at the tournament. It's a nice team building event, either in a volunteering role or golfing. So fans will be able to see their favorites that are returning this year to the club, and certainly some of the new players moving up to Timmins for the first time. It's always a great introductory event for them and their families that come up with them. So we'll be doing that, and followed by 2 weeks of training camp, and then we're going to get ready for our season opener on Friday, September 17th against the Kirkland Lake Gold Miners.
That's when we can actually officially say, for the first time in a long time, that we will pack the MAC. I can't wait to get back in there. The smell of the dressing rooms, it's crazy what COVID has done. You were talking about it was the playoff game. It was playoff one in the series against Hearst. When we won, we had no clue that the world was going to stop that next day. And we went back in, I think it was November, when things opened up. Everything was still left. Like my notepad was still there, as if we were coming back for game 2.
Right.
It was March 11th, and March 12th, everything was done.
Right. I won't forget it. We finished game 1 against Hearst in front of about 1,300 fans. And
yeah, it was crazy.
During that game, we were getting alerts on our phone about the NBA canceling the rest of their season because of this new virus. Nobody knew about it, and we thought, well, we won't be affected. And of course, Timmins. And sure enough, within 48 hours, the game was put on hold, and then we got the tragic news about 2 weeks later. And I'll tell you, I was in the dressing room when we had to tell the players that the season and their careers had come to an end. The 20-year-olds, were trying to go out a champion, and these are boys that put 20 years of their life into hockey, and being at the rink every day with the parents, and to have it end in a situation that they had no control over, it was truly heartbreaking. There wasn't a dry eye in the house, and it was very tough. So we feel like we got a lot of redemption to do, not just for us, but even those old veterans that have now gone on, and hopefully we can bring a championship home for them as well.
And you're going to be staring down a new coach coming up this season, Corey Beer, who was a rock star behind the bench for the boys. Went on to greener pastures and a different career switch. Who's now behind the bench for the Rock?
Yeah, we were very happy and have hired Brandon Perry. So Brandon, of course, local person who was coaching with the Timmins Majors last year, and has been already out of the gates doing a phenomenal job. We're staying in close contact. He's been doing a great job recruiting some of the holes that we had to fill for some players moving on, and we're just really happy the way the team's shaping it up, and we believe the fans and the sponsors will enjoy coming out and watching a winner, and we're ready to take this thing home. It's been 2 years in the making here now.
And the team still, despite some of the veterans who have moved on, the shell, as I say, the nucleus of the team is still there. Like, the boys were close right before COVID put the wrench in, and they would have won. I'm going to say this now: the boys should have had the championship last year if there were playoffs. I was kind of bummed when there was no playoffs, but this year they've got the chemistry to take it right to the end. The Dudley Hewitt would be back here with the Timmins Rock. That's what everybody hopes anyway. Yes.
They certainly do, and they definitely have the fire in their bellies to get there. So with all the hard work and the dedication, I think we're going to be right there at the end of the season next March.
Yeah, super exciting, and it's good to see, the Timmins Rock being able to do stuff in the community again. That's another thing, like you mentioned. The Rock are very involved in the community. When COVID hit, not only can you not have people in the stands, you're no longer able to do these community type of events, and that also puts a damper on the team and the morale and revenue. So it's just like you're losing everything almost instantly, and there's still bills to pay. Like it's just like anyone running a business. Those don't stop. So 2 years without significant income, I think now's the time more than ever. And we know the community will be behind the Rock, but it needs to be said, like, now's the time, if you can, get out and support them. Yeah. Get your tickets as soon as they're available, and let's support these young gentlemen pursue their dreams, because you and I had to quit early in hockey, so we have to live through them, Kinsman.
That's right. I took it as far as maybe midget, and then that was it. High school hockey, and then, I said, well, I can't play with these guys anymore. There's no way I'm going to junior. So, for most of us, our dreams die, but it's nice to see and follow the dreams of a junior A player that has their eyes set on, making it to the next stage. We've had the pleasure of, looking and following the careers of the Derek Sagans, of the past 4 years, who was an absolute superstar. He's moving on to where Nipissing in the fall. Is he going to be a part of the tournament in August, or has he?
I haven't heard yet, but certainly the door's open to have any alumni come in and be a part of it. We're certainly looking forward to it.
Yeah. So amazing. So the registration opens up at 8 p.m., which is in 28 minutes, Kinsman. I'm right on this one. And Marcel Dion will be here. Yes. I love those Kings purple jerseys with the crowns.
Cool.
I was one of those. Some people didn't like them, but I always thought they were sharp. And I think one year I was always a Wayne Gretzky fan. I think they eliminated the Oilers one year, or they gave them a pretty big run. So because they were in the what was that, the Smythe division?
The Smythe. That's when they had the Smythe and all the different sections of the NHL. But if you ever get a chance to, in previous tournaments, these NHL stories that they can tell. You always say if there was a fly on the wall in an NHL dressing room, what happens? Just ask Marcel when you see him on the tee when he's in town, or schmoozing around under the tent at Hollinger. I'm pretty sure he'd just be wowed at some of the stuff that he's seen and done in his life and career.
Yep. You're right. One of the main things we look for is for the players to be very personable. And a few years back, when Wendell Clark, of course, the Leaf legend, was here at Spruce Needles, and he was sitting up on the deck and just sitting around having a drink with the players after the round, and he was just like one of the boys telling stories, and everybody was intimate and personal, and it was just a really great time, and people left having good memories of these events. So we're looking forward to another one this coming season for sure.
That's right. It's going to be super exciting. Well, congratulations, Ted. For first of all, surviving very difficult times, but all the good news, start celebrating some successes moving forwards, things opening up, fans in the crowd, pack the Mac, and starting with the golf tournament. And Kinsman, if you watch the new Mighty Ducks, there's a line. They say, "Me and you have more podcast bodies now." We're not.
That's right. The pod was it the dad bod? We've got the pod. Pod bod.
That's right. So
right now.
But excellent. Yeah. And thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me. I just want to mention lastly, too, we have a live online auction happening on our website. There's one more week left. It closes next Friday. Again, community partners stepping up. We have gym memberships. We have beautiful fireplace with the Timmins Rock logo built into it. We have coolers and tire packages, all kinds of stuff for people to check out. There's again, it ends next Friday at 6 p.m. So they can head over, and there's definitely something there for everybody.
They can head over to everything's listed through the social media pages, the Facebook page.
Yeah, and the main link for it is on our TimminsRock.com website. On the sidebar, you'll see a link for the auction, and they can click that, and it'll take them to a bidding website that it's like a silent auction. They can throw their bid up and again support the Rock.
Oh, good. Yeah. That is awesome. Yes, I really encourage folks to do that. And I like the idea with the fireplace with the logo.
Well, I saw them online. Like everybody who has a fire should have one of those on their backyard. It's probably the coolest looking. Our Rock logo is one of the coolest in the NOJHL. In fact, an entire province for in Ontario Hockey League. Logos. I love the Rock logo, and especially on the whoever etched the fireplace. Thumbs up to whoever created that, but it is one nice piece. And again, you can get them up on the Rock website, TimminsRock.com.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you having me on, and I can't wait to see everybody in the arena come September and hearing Mark's voice welcoming the team out to the ice again after a very long break.
Yeah, I might be a little squeaky, rusty. I haven't done that a long, and I need some practice. Right?
That's right. Yeah, you
got to be anthem singers.
Yeah, you got to work on that podcast body. You got to be ready.
Yeah.
See that he makes fun of my cliches, but we usually have we try to tie things in with the players when they score and try to make it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we see Ted loves the cliche, so usually when they score, we make it exciting when we're down there doing the announcing. So again, we'll have to bring us back for like a dry run just to get our voices loose there, Ted.
You can warm up in the parking lot before the game with the players.
There we go. And we'll pass out before the game because we'll be exhausted.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Thanks so much, Ted.
Thank you very much, guys.
Okay.
Hey, no problem. And again, we're going to be giving away two tickets to the season opener.
Yeah.
Home opener, September the 17th, with one lucky commenter on the page.
So we will
go to the game.
We will give away the tickets at the end of the show. Now, we didn't have anyone guess Marcel Dion, but we will pick a random comment from someone who guessed, because and they'll be going to the home opener. There you go, Kinsman.
That's right. The first hockey. It's sad to say, the first hockey game in a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
2 years of sitting in the MAC, and again, it's going to be. I can picture the as loud as the crowd gets when it's 1,000+ deep inside the MAC, and I've had the pleasure of being at all of them over the past 4 years. You can't beat the atmosphere at a Rock game, and again, I can just picture when the boys set foot on the ice for the first time, after COVID. It is going to be one loud night, and again, it's going to be fun.
How and you can't pull rank on me. I know you've been with the Rock for a long time. You can't say, "Klomp, you're a rookie here. Go get me a popcorn." When there's 1,000.
No. You'll be down there as well.
Yeah. Klomp, go get me another a Pepsi.
That's right. Well, it's cramped. If you've been back there in the penalty box area, that's where they have the announcing. Chris does the timekeeping. We're all squished in there. There might be enough room for you there as the players come in and off the ice. We're all crammed in there, but we'll make it happen.
I also noticed that both you and Ted are wearing sweatshirts tonight. What's going on? It's July, my friend.
Yeah, I don't know. I just put this on. No, it was raining earlier. I took my boys to the park this afternoon, and it was a little on the breezy side, so I threw this on.
Okay.
Haven't had a chance to take it off yet.
Okay, fair enough. You're a busy guy, Kinsman. So speaking of busy, last night you told me you're going out for a late night munchie run. Now I thought you were going to stop by my place and drop off a gift bag, but you did something better, right? You went to
I did. I went to La Luna's Takeout and Variety 332 commercial. Melissa Michaud, a big fan of our show. She's also a sponsor of KINZ and KLOMP Live. They've had some rough patch. They're trying to get this new store up and running. And I said, you know what, I'm going to go buy a funnel cake, because I knew that they had a funnel cake. And talking to people in the city, never had a funnel cake. Probably the last funnel cake you had was probably maybe at the Bulls Carnival, maybe Wonderland. Well, they're now at La Luna's, and I had one, and it was the cookies and cream funnel cake, and it tastes like a third, a second, third, fourth, and a fifth. That's how good it is. Sprinkles. Yeah. He also has the full cup ice cream cups there. $7. You can cram as much ice cream into this giant mug of styrofoam. And if you can get it in there, she'll say, "Okay, you're cut off at your $7. Out you go." Yeah. You'd be eating for a week there. But again, Melissa putting up a good little store there. And again, it's in honor of Melissa Cool. That was her dream, to open up La Luna's Variety. And she passed away back in October of last year. So Melissa Michaud is honoring and fulfilling the dream of Melissa Cool. And she wants to see this dream thrive. And again, if you want to see it thrive, she's just about to take over, put the new sign up. Used to be the old Sue's Variety. And again, La Luna's Variety 332 commercial is where it's at. She also makes from scratch pizza. And another cool note, Melissa last night after the post, she goes, I had to stay an extra hour, by the way. This is from Melissa. I had to stay. People were phoning in for, the funnel cake boats. And, it's a good thing, good business for her. She says at the end of the night, nothing goes to waste. She took all the leftover food, and she does at the end of the day, and takes it over to the living space and donates it. And she donated all the leftover pizza last night. And she also donated some fry coupons.
Yeah, you don't realize, you may not see it, how much support these local business owners do for the community. And we talked about Dave Helmer and Aaron, and now Melissa La Luna's. A lot of support. Janice mentioned a comment. Who thinks about funnel cakes late at night? But there's probably a lot worse things to think about. If you could crack inside my melon there, Janice.
Funnel cake is probably down the list of things of where I'm thinking, but funnel cake,
right.
hey, funnel cake. I'm like, my boys will probably like this, and sure enough, they loved it. And you can get not only the cookies and cream, they've got a whole. I posted a picture of all the variety of their ice cream flavors. Tiger Tail apparently is one of the best on the funnel cake. I haven't tried that one yet, but definitely a must try.
Farmers Market is back, the Mountjoy's Farmer Market this Saturday, because it runs every Saturday between now and Thanksgiving. And this is the third Saturday. And I was talking with Rock last week when you took your vacation weekend, Kinsman.
I didn't take a vacation.
You're having funnel cake.
All my boys wanted to go see their grandparents, so that's where I went.
I don't know what's happening when I'm not around you, but nonetheless, Rock told me that the cool thing about it is that, say you went last Saturday and you think you're going to go this Saturday and see the same things. No, they have different vendors all the times, and and some of your favorites will be consistently there. So that's why, the last couple Saturdays we've been there. We're going to be there this Saturday. You always see different things there, fresh fruit and produce, and they got that waffle on a stick.
Waffle on a stick, and you can also add bacon and sausage to those waffles on a stick. So if you're going to the farmers market, go hungry. Again, all the crafters who craft their products for you. There's never one same craft, especially the bars of soap. Every bar of soap is unique because it's someone putting their blood, sweat, and tears into their products. And again, handmade soaps, crafts, producers, growers, bakers, artisans. Yes. Everybody is there, and Rock's still looking for more. There's more space. When we were down there, he says, you know what? There could be room for another tent here, another tent over here. You've seen our videos. You can picture yourself selling your product. And I'm just going to say, you're probably going to make some bucks between 9 and noon on a Saturday, especially on Riverside Drive, because everybody is there and, they want to see your products. They want to support local, and it's a good time to get out there and make your product shine.
I'm sure we don't want to know what Mark is thinking. No, you don't. He'll message me these thoughts once in a while. I'm like, Kinsman, come on. And that's even too much for me.
Like the Simpsons episode where they said, what is Homer thinking right now? And it's the monkey in there with the cymbals, right? That's usually at the end of a night. That's, I've burned out, looking after the boys for the day. And
some things are better kept to yourself. But one thing, maybe I'll use one of your cliches. One thing I'm not going to keep to myself. You're rubbing off on me here, Kinsman. So Imagine Cinemas, so our friends, Colin and Gina, they get to reopen again this Friday. There's movies on my list. I'm telling you right now. I want to see Fast 9. I get it. I want to see Black Widow. The new Space Jam is out.
Yes.
Every movie that's at the theater, I want to see. So the theater times or the show times are posted on the website now, and they've revamped this whole place. So every cinema now has the luxury recliners.
That's right. If you've never been and sat in the luxury recliners, well, you're not going to have a choice but to sit in the luxury recliners. Again, Imagine Cinemas, one of the businesses hit hard with COVID. So you know what? Let's all make a date with Gina Faca and her crew at Imagine Cinemas, who have really felt the pinch over the past 4 months with this current lockdown, and go see a movie. And again, you will not be disappointed. F9 is that what they're calling it? F9,
Fast
F9,
9,
the Fast Saga.
That's right.
That's going to be a good one. Space Jam, I think, is going to be another good one. Doesn't that one have LeBron James in it?
It does. Yes. There's a lot of big surprises. Jim Carrey's reprising his character from The Mask in that, so it should be super cool. So we love it, and if you get there a few minutes early, you'll see me and you on the screen telling people not to eat popcorn like me. So we got a message from JC just the other night. So him and the Warriors. Well, the Warriors are putting on an event on Sunday at Narduzzi's to raise money and donations for the South Porcupine Food Bank. So we're going to be there between 11 and 3 wearing Warriors shirts. I wonder if I'll look better in a Warriors shirt than you. Do I look better than you?
It's the Canada Warriors Bike Club. And again, we're going to be supporting it. Do you think I can fill out? Those Warriors are big guys.
He said, JC said, what size for Kinsman? I said, get him a small.
It could be a small.
No, I don't know. But we're going to be wearing Warrior shirts. And but the most important thing is we're going to go live a few times. And for folks to know that they are raising money and it's still needed for the South Porcupine Food Bank and
right.
items. And it's a show and shine. So, you can come there with your bikes. And there's going to be lots of prizes.
There's cars. I think any vehicle can show up. I can show up there with my Nissan, hood up, and they'll be like, "Oh my God, well, look at that vintage 2018 Nissan." They're going to be swarming the hood, going, "Where did you get that?"
Yeah. So we are going to post the information on our page. There's a small registration fee if you want to register your bike or your vehicle. And like I said, 100% of the proceeds are going to the food bank. So that will be a fun day on Sunday.
It will. And entry, if you still want to get your vehicle in, it's $10 plus 2 canned goods. And again, all makes and models welcome. And JC wants us to spread the word. So that's what we're doing, spreading it here on the KINZ and KLOMP Live. And again, we'll see you down there on Sunday. It's going to be fun.
Quilts for survivors. So the groups, we heard from them today, right? The group's expanding, but they still need a little more help.
Yeah, a little bit more help. Vanessa Genier is her name, and it's Quilt for Survivors on Facebook. When we jumped on last time and talked about it, they had 600 members. Now they've got 70 more since the last time we spoke about it to now. So they're looking for more. And just to give you a backstory on it, Quilts for Survivors is let's get together to create quilts for all the survivors in memory of all the small voices that we have lost with the recent fines on the residential school properties. And the last time we mentioned their page, again, 600 members. They're at 670 now. They are looking for quilt blocks from you and donations. And in fact, they're going to be putting some of these quilts together as of Sunday. She currently has over 100 blocks. And again, this Sunday, the day all the quilters will be getting together or shipping their quilts in to be assembled. And another side to Vanessa, she's in need of small boxes. So if anybody has any boxes lying around to send the quilts out to the recipients, if you can help out and get her message to her, your message to her, you can hit up the Facebook page again, Quilts for Survivors, or call Vanessa 705-262-1853. And again, you can message her on the Quilts for Survivors Facebook page.
Yeah, awesome. Very good. So here's an update on the tournament of fun. So we've asked people to go mini putt. You submit your scorecards, and if you happen to tie our scores where we golfed a couple weeks ago, you're automatically in the tournament of fun, which is on August the 21st. It's going to be a great day. Free golf, food, prizes, dancing, music, all types of fun. Now, here's the update. We are going to be there on July the 20th. And we're going to putt another round. So we're going to have a whole fresh new scores. Kinsman's, well, we've been through this before.
Well, let's just say there's lots of room and improvement in my game. Jamie, he was just showing off. So this time, am I going to beat Jamie this time? I don't know.
But
you are a good mini putter.
Thank you, sir. It's about time you recognize me for something, Kinsman. How come you have a beer and I got a water? I'm doing that all wrong tonight. So we're going to announce our previous scores on the 20th, and then there's another qualifying round. So if you already qualified for the tournament, you're good, but
yep, you're in already.
You should mini putt more to get some practice in. But we're going to putt again, right? And then there'll be another couple weeks for you to go and mini putt and try and tie our unknown scores. We're going to do that a few times throughout the summer. So yeah, you better get your practice on there, Kinsman.
Better get the practice on. And again, on the 20th, we'll have a list of all the qualifiers that have been in there. I think Don, the last time we spoke with Don when he was on our show last Sunday, about 25 cards, probably a little bit more than that now. So we'll find out who those 25 are. We'll, and tell you if you've made it in or not. And if you're not on there, you just keep playing golf and submit your cards, and you never know what we're going to shoot. You have a chance to join us with tying our scores. So. Who knows?
Got it. And we're building towards the Surge 8 and 8. That's on August the 14th. So we'll be live for 8 hours, noon to 8. Every hour, a chance. A follower of KINZ and KLOMP Live is going to have a chance to win $1,000 through a challenge that we're going to announce. And then at 8 p.m., it doesn't end there. Everyone who's in person at the Surge by 8 p.m., 8 people are going to have a chance to win $8,000.
Wow.
So this is why all this 8 and 8 stuff you see. That'll be our first big night at the Surge. We talked about it since April, Kinsman, and
it's about time. Yeah. Can't wait to get into the Surge and to blow the roof off. And again, 8 hours, 8 people, 8 times 1,000, and $8,000 at the end. It's going to be a great time, and we're going to have 8 amazing sponsors getting us through the night. So
that's right, and we're going to have live music and entertainment. So we're going to make a full night of it. So you want to hold up your can there, my friend? Now we're talking about the beer.
Yes. We talk about this. Yeah, I'm drinking. This is just for show purposes here. There we go. Our KINZ and KLOMP Live 705 blonde ale beer, now at Full Beard, and that is our can. Where we've made it to a beer can, and you can now purchase those through Full Beard. I know they've got their trolley going up to Hearst and the Highway 11 North Corridor tomorrow. They're doing the Hearst, Moonbeam, Kapuskasing, Smooth Rock Falls, Cochrane. So if you haven't got an order in yet, make sure you do, because it's free delivery when they do those delivery tours.
Do they call it a trolley? That's something Mr. Rogers would say, I think. Didn't he have a trolley?
That's right. Am I wearing a cardigan?
Yes, yeah. Hey, Mr. Rogers was the man. I love that. But Full Beard, you're right. So we're going to be back there a week from today, July the 22nd. Patio party, and you can actually be indoors now too, because stage 3 starts tomorrow. But what can you expect? So we're going to be doing a stream show. There's going to be live music. There's going to be comedy. And if you weren't at the last patio party, I think last Thursday, that was a fun time. We didn't want to leave, but eventually you have to go home. But nonetheless, that's 5 to 10 p.m. on Thursday, July the 22nd. The weather looks good, and it's going to be another fun night. And Dabrowski's has a full menu there.
They do. They've now launched it. They launched it the night of our patio party, and they're now there full time. Mike York and his crew, and Mark Durapo from Dabrowski's. You'll now be able to sip on a KINZ and KLOMP Live 705, shameless plug, and have a Dabrowski's smoked meats charcuterie board, which is ginormous, by the way. If you're going to Full Beard now, go hungry, because there's plenty of eats to keep you going.
All right, Kinsman, it's time to give away the tickets, and then we'll show our Lucian video to sign off. I rode the bus. You were in the class. We'll see how it went. Now, no one guessed Marcel Dion, but we had a lot of people who made guesses. So I think we'll take everyone who made a guess, and we're going to go back to our scrolling technique. So I have the comments.
Okay. I'm going to tell you to stop when you're scrolling, and we'll see who's going to be going to the season/home opener, Timmins Rock, when they take on the Kirkland Lake Gold Miners, September the 17th at the McIntyre Arena.
We should say Mark can't see the comments. Like he can't.
I can't see the comments.
Yeah. So that's why I scroll, and he says, so should I start from the middle, top, or bottom?
You know what? Let's go bottom.
Okay. Now I'm going to start scrolling. I'm going to scroll. I'm going to scroll. I'm going to scroll.
And we're going to stop.
All right. So we have.
So who's
look at this. Guest my hero, Wayne Gretzky. That was a good stop there, Kinsman.
Lou Lemieux.
We
from
met Lou.
The Facebook group No More. Remember, we ran into Lou down in Sopo with the pop-up soup kitchen. So Lou is going to win those tickets. So Lou, we're going to get in touch with you. We'll pass your info off to Ted Gooch, who's going to give you the 2 tickets for the season home opener coming up September the 17th at MAC. It's going to be a great night.
All right, Kinsman. So I want to do this properly because I have to do a video share. But our final piece we want to talk about is Lucian. So a good sponsor of the show. They are hiring bus drivers to start in September. So we went there because they kept telling us you get in-class training, you get in-bus training. So we went there to see what it's actually like to do the training, because you and I have never driven a bus before.
And never driven a bus, and they put us through the paces. And again, if you are looking to work with very cool people, you know what? I'm just going to say Lucian and the staff, very awesome people. And again, you'll be able to see it here in our video.
Yeah, so that is them. So what I have to do, and now you got to bear with me for a second because I'm going to get this ready for you. So were you nervous when you did the in-class training because you haven't been in school before?
Not really. You know what? It does bring you back to the school. You're like, okay, am I doing this wrong? Am I sitting? Am I slouching? Am I allowed to use a red or blue pen? What's going on here? And especially when she's asking questions, like a deer in the headlight, which they'll see. In the video. Are we ready to tee this up here?
Yeah, and then you're saying good night. So say good night to everyone.
All right, good night. Thanks so much again to Ted Gooch, the president of the Timmins Rock Junior A Hockey Club, joining us. And again, Marcel Dion is going to be at the golf course, Hollinger Golf Club, next month, August 26th, for the Shotgun Tournament and the NHL Celebrity Golf Tourney. And again, 8 o'clock tonight in 3 minutes. That link will go live at timminsrock.com so you can get yourself signed up and get yourself in there. Keep in mind, there's only 100 max right now with the COVID restriction, so that's 25 teams set for the golf course. So let's do one proud Timmins, and let's fill up all those tee boxes.
Sir, there we go, kid.
So here we are at Lucian Transportation. Well, you're already late for your training, so you better move, my friend. Nothing like being late for your first day of school. I feel like the parent letting my kid go to JK. Are you ready? I hope so.
What we do here is at the end of the 3 days, we're going to make sure that you are confident.
Jamie took the phone book off the seat. Are we good? Are we good?
You're going to be nervous to go out on a bus, but it's okay because Louise and I, we will take you, we will bring you out. If you weren't nervous, I'd be a little bit worried.
Let's go through the drive-thru. I've got KLOMP's wallet.
So the training that we put you through gives you, it will answer all your questions, and what questions that you have for us, we will be able to answer. So you want to stay in the middle. You want to make sure that your hood is kind of in the middle.
Yeah. So far, so good, I think.
Yeah, you're doing awesome.
All right, so good morning, everybody. Welcome to Lucian Transportation.
Do you wave to other bus drivers?
We do! You should
I wonder if I'm going to get a wave here.
Oh.
Stiff me, Kinsman.
What would you think that our roles would be as a school bus driver?
Very,
Oh my God, I ran over a bottle.
And we're going to go through the roles and responsibility as a bus driver.
Do you think I'll get the courtesy wave, like the thank you?
No.
Let's see if it happens.
Let's see.
They totally ignored me.
When you're dealing with students is to be positive. Be positive. Treat them with respect. So where respect is given, respect is shown.
Does this fit through a Tim Hortons drive-thru? No,
We're not allowed. So also with our buses, we also do have monitors.
Drive by an old girlfriend's house. You thought I would make nothing with my life.
As a mother of 4, I have 4 boys, and when they were really young, I was able to take them with me. So I was looking for a job that I didn't have to pay daycare and send my kids off. So I was able to take my children on the bus and bring them and able to drop them off at their school. So that was a huge perk for me. Really lined up all the way back to Pine Street. It is probably like
They're so
right now.
They are so happy, like they're on their lunch break right now, and they have like a half an hour to get home. They're so angry right now.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
You start at between say 6:30 and 7. You drive till about 8:30 and 9. And then in the afternoon, you come back, it's about 2:30 till about 4:30. So it's really convenient, right? If you have PD days, you're off with your children, because if you have small children, it's hard to find daycares. If it's a snow day, you're off with paid snow days, so you get to stay at home with your children as well. So that's another huge perk of being a bus driver. My 18-year-old gets into trouble, and I'm like, dude, get on the bus because I'm driving you to school, right? So he rolls up in the big yellow bus. I tell you, the next time he behaves.
Oh yeah.
That is a perk of being a bus driver. This is John and Dave. They are the ones that will be fixing your bus. Do you know where Mark is? Let's go find Mark.
I'm taking my break.
Break?
High fives. I didn't get a high five, Penny.
Let's see how well you make out.
Yeah, you don't get a free high five, Kinsman.
They're looking for bus drivers. They've got a brand new shipment of buses, and they want 140 plus buses to be fully equipped come the school year. So all you have to do is call them, 705-360-4090. All right, KLOMP, time for you to go count all these buses.
I got you back.